Wiggle, wiggle.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Yeah, the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The drive starts with a completion, left side. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, ready.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
How's that not a pick, bro?
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's it. You're talking about putting a lie on pop right there.
He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and
my bad,
win.
bro.
He's got to understand. Put it behind you. Keep pressing forward.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board.
Wow, that was terrible route.
Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
All you got to do is type in my gamer tag and put live on it. And it's going to pop right up.
There. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. These two teams all tied after 1.
70, Indy.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Damn, man, let him get down, man. That's bullshit.
There, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, they hit the ball for one person.
But he's out of bounds.
Oh, I just put him
took him
that
beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing on first down. Herbert, that's complete to the tight end Sample. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Well, that's my team. I got a guard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Zaire Alexander and my guard.
Out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it, this offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
13 kicks as well.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now
team.
10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing the
What you mean? When you trade away draft picks 1 year, you get future picks. When you trade away players, you get picks, 2 picks, 3 picks. What do you mean? I got him in free agency. It's easy. What the fuck are you talking about?
They gave them exactly what they needed.
And now here come the Raiders.
I'm not catching your drift.
Last drive,
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's not good.
turned it over. Good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying,
Yeah, I can get him. Because I ain't got no player on my team that got major contracts on my team. I got nobody. I got all rookies who I started out
and that's
with.
exactly what
I
happened
think that
there.
factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game. it.
don't need superstar players. Nigga, you niggas got the superstar players that giving out big contracts too.
Second and 6.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. Yeah, I got him in free agency. I had to.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball.
You say you ain't got no superstar.
What you mean I didn't have no superstar?
He's a stack sheet stuffer.
I just got him in all season.
Earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
Man, I guarantee you, I be fuzzed up. We're fine. We ain't worried about nothing.
Got a man that's caught left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
We're not worried about anything. We're going to keep building, keep eating our Wheaties. That's exactly what we're going to do.
50 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Cam Newton in Denver.
Oh, yeah, we're in Denver.
So this nigga did. Hey, who got the tight?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
He got Antonio Brown.
2nd and 1.
Man, they made him throw this. Oh, my God. If you are watching a broadcast, look at this motherfucking throw they made me through. Oh, my God. If you are watching a broadcast, watch this throw they made this nigga do. They made him throw the pick.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong
Wow. Wow.
Trying to Trevor Lawrence, they making him throw.
That is crazy.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense.
Nobody around him, no nothing. He's fine.
They split
That's
the uprights
crazy.
last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going
They're trying to have me lose, but I ain't going to lose.
Nowhere to
I can guarantee that.
goes down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field, so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Yeah, look at him. They let him break 2 tackles. Oh, my God. Here they go. Here they go. This is funny as fuck.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Shit is crazy.
96 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
They doing some bullshit for the computer. That shit is funny as fuck.
100 yards here in the first half.
You know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me
Damn, they just worked me like a motherfucker. Man, Hattie with the backfield. Break 1. Break another
This
one.
is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see.
Yeah, they bullshitting, nigga. Just because this nigga balling this shit, they hating.
Things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
And now look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter.
This is
there could
crazy
be plenty more
how
before
they...
this game is over.
I love it, though. It's a challenge, but it's funny.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I still can't believe how they just...
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
They just spoke about him. They just spoke about him.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League.
Take it back like you back at Louisville. Look, they keep making me miss field goals, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Not just getting after the quarterback.
Stupid ass shit.
Balls in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that
It's
one.
out here.
It's
happening, though.
So they'll get another
So
shot
welcome to
on
Vegas,
offense,
nigga.
pick
Where it's
6.
turned
Now
at.
the kick is away. That'll be taken in the
Well,
end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
Straight popcorn shit.
Don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Throwing after the interception. Herbert. And some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick
2
six.
great teams this year. The NFC West, we 2-0 versus them.
Who you beat so far?
I beat Savage and I beat KD.
So they
I
throw
just
the
played
pick
KD
six.
in St. Louis, so we feeling real good.
This one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's getting going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, my God.
They say doing
for the 4th time
today. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
They don't let him run his route.
His time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Yeah, 4 picks.
The Raiders
So
with the lead already, and they will
games,
get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us.
Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll drop to throw. They fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Ready to break.
On first down, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career, hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw on 3rd down, Herbert, and he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
60 outlaw. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds McCoy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back to throw. Herbert finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This for his running back, McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to throw. Herbert, that's into the hands of Pascal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But and the Raiders have got him. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to...
What the fuck? Weird ass shit. Weird shit. This shit tripping. What the fuck? This shit live on the broadcast too. This shit tripping.